Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk to you about a mindset that transforms challenges into opportunities, defeats into lessons, and obstacles into stepping stones. This mindset is not for the faint of heart, but for those who dare to see beyond their limitations and embrace their divine purpose. It is what I call the warrior mentality. A warrior is not simply someone who fights battles with swords or shields. A warrior is someone who stands firm in their convictions, perseveres in the face of adversity, and never lets the opinions of others dictate their destiny. Warriors understand that life is not a playground, it's a battleground. And on this battleground, the greatest weapon you possess is not in your hands, but in your mind. The warrior mentality begins with purpose. Purpose is the fuel of resilience. Without it, you become like a ship without a compass, easily swayed by the winds of uncertainty. But when you know why you were created, when you understand the vision God has placed within you, you become immovable. You realize that every setback is a setup for a comeback, and every challenge is an opportunity for growth. That purpose is the cornerstone of resilience, the unyielding force that propels us forward, even when life feels overwhelming. Without purpose, life becomes a series of aimless motions, easily disrupted by setbacks and challenges. But when we understand our purpose, we gain a clarity and strength that no obstacle can easily shake. Purpose transforms our perspective, giving us the ability to see challenges not as barriers, but as opportunities to grow and fulfill our destiny. It is the lens through which we see meaning in every circumstance, whether triumphant or trying. Imagine for a moment a person navigating through a dense forest without a map or destination in mind. Every twist, turn, and thick patch of underbrush feels like a nuisance, and progress seems futile. Contrast that with someone who knows where they are headed and has a clear picture of their destination. The forest is no less challenging, but their awareness of where they are going transforms the experience. Each step forward feels purposeful, and every challenge faced is simply a part of the journey. This is the power of purpose. It not only guides us, but also fortifies us, enabling us to endure with a sense of hope and determination. When we understand our purpose, we become deeply rooted in our convictions. This grounding provides a source of strength during moments of uncertainty. Life is unpredictable, filled with unforeseen storms that can shake us to our core. Without purpose, these storms can feel debilitating, leaving us questioning our direction and worth. But when we hold on to a clear sense of why we are here and what we are meant to accomplish, these storms cannot uproot us. Instead, they refine us, teaching us valuable lessons and strengthening our character. Purpose also acts as a motivator, igniting a fire within us to push beyond our perceived limitations. When we know what we are striving toward, we are willing to endure discomfort, make sacrifices, and persist despite setbacks. It gives us a reason to keep going when everything around us says to stop. Consider athletes who train tirelessly, sacrificing comfort and convenience for the sake of their goals. Their purpose to achieve greatness in their sport drives them to persevere through the pain, exhaustion, and monotony of training. Similarly, in our personal and professional lives, purpose inspires us to press on even when the road ahead seems daunting. Moreover, purpose gives meaning to pain. It allows us to see trials not as random or meaningless suffering, but as stepping stones to something greater. People who endure tremendous hardships often find strength in their purpose, whether it is providing for their families, serving their communities, or fulfilling a calling that they believe is divinely inspired. Purpose reframes pain, transforming it into a tool for growth and an integral part of the journey. It reminds us that even our darkest moments can contribute to our ultimate destiny. Another critical aspect of purpose is its ability to align our actions with our values. When we are guided by a sense of purpose, we make decisions that reflect who we are and what we stand for. This alignment creates a sense of integrity and inner peace, which are essential for resilience. It is easier to remain steadfast when our actions are consistent with our beliefs and we are working towards something that genuinely matters to us. Purpose also provides a sense of hope, a light at the end of the tunnel that keeps us moving forward. Hope fuels resilience by reminding us that our current circumstances are not the end of the story. It encourages us to hold on, to trust that the effort we are putting in today will yield fruit tomorrow. Even in the face of setbacks, purpose whispers to us that there is more to come, more to achieve, and more to become. In the end, purpose is not just a motivator, it is a lifeline. It connects us to something greater than ourselves, giving us the strength to rise after every fall, the courage to face every fear, and the determination to keep moving forward. It is the anchor that keeps us steady in the storm and the compass that guides us to the fulfillment of our destiny. Life is a series of unfolding circumstances, some within our control and others far beyond it. While we may not dictate every event or outcome, we possess a powerful tool that shapes our experience, our mindset. It is not what happens to us that defines our lives, but how we interpret, respond to, and grow from those experiences. Mindset holds the key to navigating adversity, seizing opportunity, and ultimately achieving greatness despite life's unpredictability. A resilient mindset empowers us to rise above our circumstances rather than being confined by them. Challenges and setbacks are inevitable, but the way we choose to perceive them determines their impact on us. Two people may face identical struggles, yet one thrives while the other falters. The difference lies in how they approach their reality. A fixed mindset sees failure as final, an end to progress, while a growth mindset views it as a stepping stone to improvement. By adopting the latter, we transform obstacles into opportunities and setbacks into lessons. Consider these circumstances are like waves on the ocean. Some are calm and predictable, while others are turbulent and overwhelming. A person with a passive mindset allows these waves to dictate their direction, being tossed about with no control. But a person with a strong mindset becomes the captain of their ship, learning to navigate even the roughest seas with skill and determination. This doesn't mean the waves stop or the storm disappears. It means the individual refuses to be defined by external conditions. They chart their course regardless of the chaos around them. Our mindset shapes not only how we perceive challenges, but also how we approach solutions. A defeatist attitude convinces us that problems are insurmountable, sapping our energy and focus. In contrast, a positive and proactive mindset encourages creative thinking, resourcefulness, and persistence. It says, if this door is closed, I'll find another way, and this attitude turns limitation into innovation, allowing us to achieve what once seemed impossible. Moreover, mindset influences the emotional impact of our circumstances. Negative thinking amplifies the weight of challenges, turning small setbacks into overwhelming burdens. A constructive mindset, however, provides emotional resilience. It allows us to acknowledge difficulties without becoming consumed by them. It says, yes, this is hard, but it's not the end. I have the strength to move forward. This emotional balance prevents despair and cultivates hope, even in the darkest moments. A key aspect of a resilient mindset is self-awareness. It requires recognizing the thoughts and beliefs that govern our reactions to life's events. Often we are conditioned to believe that external circumstances hold the ultimate power over us. But self-awareness allows us to challenge this assumption, to see that our internal world, our thoughts, attitudes, and beliefs is the real source of strength or weakness. By cultivating self-awareness, we gain the ability to shift our perspective, reframing challenges in ways that empower rather than paralyze us. Mindset also plays a vital role in how we perceive our own potential. A limited mindset may convince us that we are incapable, unworthy, or trapped by our current reality. This belief stifles growth and limits possibility. However, a mindset grounded in confidence and faith acknowledges that circumstances do not define us. It embraces the idea that we are constantly evolving, capable of learning, adapting, and overcoming. This belief fuels persistence, enabling us to strive for greater heights even when success seems distant. Perhaps most importantly, mindset determines whether we see ourselves as victims or victors. A victim mindset blames external forces for every hardship, surrendering control and agency. In contrast, a victim mindset takes responsibility for growth, even in uncontrollable situations. It says, I may not have chosen this challenge, but I choose how I respond to it. This shift in perspective is transformative, turning suffering into strength and difficulty into a source of empowerment. Circumstances may test us, but they do not have the final say. The power of mindset lies in its ability to rise above external conditions, giving us the tools to navigate life with purpose and determination. It reminds us that while we cannot always control what happens, we can always control how we respond. And in that response lies the true measure of who we are and what we are capable of achieving. Faith is the cornerstone of a resilient and purpose-driven life. It is more than just belief in something unseen. It is an unshakable confidence that provides strength, direction, and hope even in the face of uncertainty. Faith acts as the foundation upon which we build our dreams, overcome our challenges, and pursue our destiny. Without faith, life can feel aimless and overwhelming, but with it, we gain a sense of assurance that empowers us to navigate life's complexities with courage and clarity. Faith begins with trust in something greater than ourselves. This trust serves as a guiding force, reminding us that there is a purpose behind our existence and that our lives are not random or meaningless. When we place our faith in a higher power, we find a sense of peace that transcends circumstances. It reassures us that even when the path ahead is unclear or the challenges seem insurmountable, we are not alone. Faith tells us that there is a plan, and we are a part of it, even if we cannot see the full picture. One of the most profound aspects of faith is its ability to anchor us during storms. Life is filled with uncertainties, losses, and trials that can shake us to our core. In these moments, faith acts as a stabilizing force. It gives us the courage to stand firm, to persevere even when the odds are stacked against us. Faith doesn't eliminate the storms, it equips us to endure them. It reminds us that difficulties are temporary, and every storm carries the potential to shape us into stronger, wiser individuals. Faith also fuels resilience by giving us hope. Hope is a vital component of perseverance, the belief that better days are ahead. It is through faith that we cling to this hope, even when circumstances suggest otherwise. Faith allows us to see beyond the present moment, to trust that every struggle has a purpose and every challenge holds an opportunity for growth. This forward-looking perspective helps us maintain a sense of optimism, even in the darkest times. Moreover, faith inspires action. True faith is not passive. It moves us to act boldly in alignment with our convictions. When we have faith, we are willing to take risks, step out of our comfort zones, and pursue our goals with determination. We do this not because we are guaranteed success, but because we trust that our efforts, combined with divine guidance, will lead us to the outcomes we are meant to achieve. Faith encourages us to keep going, to take the next step, even when the full path is not visible. Another dimension of faith is its ability to foster inner strength. It shifts our focus from our limitations to the limitless power of the one in whom we place our trust. This shift is transformative. It replaces fear with confidence, doubt with assurance, and despair with hope. Faith reminds us that we are not defined by our circumstances, but by our potential and our purpose. It empowers us to rise above negativity and embrace the possibilities before us. Faith also plays a crucial role in how we interact with others. It teaches us to love, to forgive, and to see the inherent value in every individual. It reminds us that we are all connected, part of something much larger than ourselves. This perspective fosters empathy, kindness, and a willingness to serve others, even when it requires sacrifice. Faith calls us to lead with compassion and integrity, inspiring those around us to do the same. Finally, faith gives us a sense of identity and belonging. It assures us that we are not accidents, but intentional creations, designed with purpose and potential. This knowledge provides a deep sense of worth and confidence. It allows us to stand tall, knowing that we are part of a greater plan and that our lives matter. In every season of life, whether in joy or sorrow, abundance or scarcity, faith remains the foundation upon which we build. It is the steady rock that grounds us, the compass that guides us, and the light that illuminates our path. Faith doesn't promise an easy journey, but it does promise strength for the journey. It reminds us that we are never alone, that every challenge has a purpose, and that with trust and perseverance, we can overcome and achieve what we were created to do. Discipline and intentionality are the twin pillars of a life lived with purpose and impact. They are the forces that transform dreams into reality, potential into achievement, and vision into legacy. While many aspire to greatness, it is discipline and intentionality that separate those who merely wish for success from those who consistently work toward it. These qualities are not innate, they are cultivated, developed through daily decisions, and sustained by a deep commitment to one's values and goals. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when motivation is absent. It is waking up early to pursue your goals, staying consistent when progress feels slow, and maintaining focus in the face of distractions. Discipline is not driven by emotion, but by commitment. It understands that success is not built in moments of excitement, but in the steady, sometimes mundane, work of daily effort. Discipline is the foundation of mastery, enabling us to hone our skills, deepen our knowledge, and push through the barriers that stand between us and our objectives. Intentionality complements discipline by bringing clarity and purpose to our actions. It is not enough to work hard, we must also work smart. Intentionality ensures that our energy is directed toward meaningful pursuits, aligning our actions with our values and long-term goals. It helps us avoid the trap of busyness, where we expend effort without making significant progress. By living intentionally, we focus on what truly matters, eliminating distractions and saying no to activities that do not serve our higher purpose. Together, discipline and intentionality create a powerful synergy. Discipline provides the structure and consistency needed to move forward, while intentionality ensures that every step is purposeful and aligned with our mission. This combination is essential for growth, as it enables us to make steady progress in the right direction. Without discipline, even the best intentions remain unfulfilled dreams. Without intentionality, disciplined effort can lead to exhaustion without meaningful results. One of the key benefits of discipline and intentionality is their ability to cultivate habits that lead to success. Habits are the building blocks of our lives, determining how we spend our time, energy, and resources. By consistently practicing discipline, we develop habits that support our goals, whether it's exercising regularly, managing our finances wisely, or investing time in personal and professional growth. Intentionality ensures that these habits are not random, but strategically chosen to advance our purpose. Over time, these habits compound, creating momentum that propels us toward our desired outcomes. Discipline and intentionality also shape our character. They teach us to value consistency over convenience, long-term rewards over short-term gratification, and purpose over pleasure. Through discipline, we learn to endure discomfort and persevere through challenges, building resilience and mental toughness. Intentionality, on the other hand, deepens our sense of responsibility and self-awareness. It calls us to reflect on our choices, ensuring that they align with our core values and contribute to the greater good. Living with discipline and intentionality requires setting clear goals and priorities. A disciplined person without clear direction may work tirelessly without achieving meaningful results. Similarly, a person with lofty intentions but no discipline may struggle to turn their aspirations into reality. By setting specific, measurable, and achievable goals, we give our efforts focus and purpose. Discipline then becomes the engine that drives us toward those goals, while intentionality keeps us on the right path. It is also important to acknowledge that discipline and intentionality are not about perfection, but progress. There will be days when we fall short, when distractions pull us away from our goals, or we lack the energy to stay consistent. In these moments, self-compassion and a renewed commitment are essential. Discipline is not about never failing, it's about getting back on track after setbacks. Intentionality reminds us of our why, reigniting the passion and purpose behind our efforts. Another critical aspect is the role of self-reflection. Regularly evaluating our progress helps us ensure that we are living with both discipline and intentionality. Reflection allows us to celebrate our successes, identify areas for improvement, and adjust our strategies as needed. It helps us stay aligned with our purpose, ensuring that our efforts remain meaningful and effective. Ultimately, discipline and intentionality are not just tools for achieving success, they are ways of living that bring fulfillment and purpose. They empower us to take control of our lives, to be proactive rather than reactive, and to live with a sense of meaning and accomplishment. When we commit to a disciplined and intentional life, we not only achieve our goals, but also inspire others to pursue their potential with the same dedication and focus. It is a path of growth, impact, and lasting legacy. The power of community lies in its ability to provide support, strength, and encouragement, creating an environment where individuals can thrive collectively and achieve greater outcomes than they could alone. Community is not just about being surrounded by others. It's about shared purpose, mutual respect, and a sense of belonging that fosters connection, collaboration, and growth. In a world that often emphasizes individual achievement, the power of community reminds us that we are not meant to journey through life in isolation. We are interconnected, and together we can accomplish far more than we could ever imagine. At the core of community is a sense of belonging. It is the feeling that we are part of something bigger than ourselves. A group of like-minded individuals who share common values, dreams, and struggles. This connection provides us with a sense of purpose, knowing that our efforts contribute to a greater collective goal. It also reminds us that we are not alone in our challenges. When we face difficulties, the community steps in to offer comfort, advice, and solidarity, helping to alleviate the weight of the burden. This sense of belonging, whether in a family, a workplace, or a group of friends, nurtures our emotional well-being and gives us the courage to keep moving forward. Community also plays a vital role in fostering growth. Growth happens not only in isolation, but also in interaction with others. In a supportive community, we are challenged to think differently, stretch beyond our comfort zones, and consider new perspectives. This exchange of ideas and experiences broadens our horizons, enabling us to evolve in ways that we might not be able to achieve on our own. In a community, we learn from other successes and failures, gaining wisdom that accelerates our personal and professional development. We are inspired by those who push boundaries, encouraged by those who believe in us, and held accountable by those who challenge us to be our best selves. In addition to personal growth, the power of community lies in its ability to foster collaboration and collective achievement. When people come together with a shared goal, their combined efforts are often far more powerful than any one individual could achieve. Collaboration within a community leads to creative solutions, shared resources, and collective action. Whether it's a team working on a project, a group advocating for change, or a community supporting a cause, the synergy created by collaboration often leads to greater success and impact. Community amplifies our individual talents, turning them into something greater than the sum of their parts. Moreover, community provides accountability. When we are part of a group that shares common goals, we are more likely to stay committed to our own objectives. The relationships formed within a community encourage us to follow through on our commitments, as we know that others are relying on us and watching our progress. Accountability within a community fosters discipline and consistency, ensuring that we remain focused and dedicated to achieving our personal and collective goals. This support system keeps us motivated and reinforces our commitment to growth. Another important aspect of community is the emotional support it offers. In times of joy, a community celebrates with us, amplifying our happiness and creating shared moments of triumph. In times of hardship, a community provides comfort, offering empathy and compassion. Whether we are experiencing loss, facing challenges, or navigating uncertainty, the community becomes a source of solace and strength. The bonds formed within a supportive community create a safety net, allowing individuals to take risks and pursue their dreams, knowing that they have a strong foundation of support to fall back on when needed. Furthermore, community fosters a spirit of service and contribution. Being part of a community encourages us to think beyond ourselves and consider the needs of others. It cultivates a sense of responsibility and generosity, as we understand that we all have something to offer. Whether it's offering advice, sharing resources, or simply being present for someone in need, contributing to the well-being of others creates a sense of fulfillment and purpose. A thriving community is one where each member plays a part in lifting up others, creating a ripple effect of positivity, kindness, and support. Finally, the power of community can be seen in the way it helps individuals overcome adversity. When faced with obstacles, a strong community provides resilience and strength. It is the collective encouragement, wisdom, and support of the group that helps individuals rise above challenges and continue moving forward. In times of crisis, communities rally together, offering help and solidarity in ways that provide both practical and emotional support. The strength of the collective can help individuals weather storms they may not have been able to face alone. In essence, the power of community lies in its ability to uplift, support, and empower individuals to reach their full potential. It fosters growth, collaboration, and accountability while providing a network of support in both good times and bad. By leaning into the strength of the community, we are reminded that we are not alone in our journey, and together we can accomplish far more than we ever could apart. Community is a reminder that we are all interconnected, and our collective efforts have the power to create positive change and lasting impact. Persistence is one of the most powerful forces that can break down even the toughest resistance. It is the quality that allows individuals to continue their efforts despite setbacks, failures, and obstacles. Persistence is not about immediate success or quick rewards. It is the commitment to keep moving forward even when the path seems difficult or unclear. The essence of persistence lies in its ability to wear down resistance over time. It is the steady, consistent effort that eventually wears away the barriers in our way and leads us to success, growth, and accomplishment. Resistance is a natural part of life. It manifests in many forms: internal doubts, external obstacles, societal pressures, and even the fear of failure. These challenges can be overwhelming and discouraging, especially when they seem unyielding. However, resistance is not always a sign of defeat. Often, it is simply a test of endurance and commitment. The key to overcoming resistance lies not in avoiding it, but in facing it head-on with persistence. When we face resistance, the instinct may be to stop or take the easier route. It can be tempting to give up when the challenges seem insurmountable. But persistence requires a mindset shift. Rather than seeing resistance as an insurmountable wall, persistence views it as a challenge to be overcome, a hurdle to be cleared. Each time we encounter resistance and push through it, we grow stronger, more resilient, and more skilled. With persistence, we learn that every challenge is not an obstacle, but an opportunity for growth. One of the key aspects of persistence is patience. It requires the ability to take small, consistent steps, knowing that progress may be slow but steady. This is where many people falter. They expect immediate results and become discouraged when they do not see instant progress. However, the true power of persistence lies in its cumulative effect. Over time, even the smallest efforts, repeated consistently, add up to significant change. This is similar to water eroding a rock. Water may seem weak and insignificant on its own, but over time, its steady flow can break down even the hardest stone. Persistence also builds momentum. The more we persist in the face of resistance, the more we gather energy and strength to continue our journey. Initially, the effort may feel difficult and the results may seem minimal. However, as we continue, our persistence begins to compound, and what once seemed impossible becomes achievable. Each small success, no matter how insignificant it may seem, propels us forward, creating a snowball effect that leads to greater achievements. Another important aspect of persistence is the ability to adapt. Persistence does not mean rigidly sticking to the same approach despite failing results. Rather, it involves being flexible, learning from failures, and adjusting strategies as needed. This adaptability is crucial when facing resistance, as it allows us to keep moving forward in a way that maximizes our chances of success. Persistence is not about mindlessly pushing through every challenge. It is about remaining committed to the end goal while being open to change and innovation. Persistence also requires a strong sense of belief. The ability to stay persistent in the face of adversity is fueled by the belief that our efforts will eventually bear fruit. Without this belief, resistance can feel overpowering. The conviction that our actions are meaningful and will lead to results fuels our persistence. It is this belief that helps us overcome doubt, uncertainty, and fear, keeping us focused on the long-term goal rather than the immediate challenges. In the process of persistence, setbacks are inevitable. Failure, frustration, and disappointment are natural parts of the journey. However, these setbacks are not indicators of defeat, but rather opportunities to learn and adjust. Persistence teaches us that failure is not the end, but a step towards success. It shows us that the real defeat lies in quitting, in giving up before the breakthrough occurs. Many successful individuals have experienced numerous failures, but it was their persistence that allowed them to push through and ultimately succeed. Furthermore, persistence is not about sheer willpower alone. It is about maintaining the drive and determination over the long term. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when motivation wanes and obstacles arise. It requires resilience, the mental toughness to keep going, even when the journey is difficult and the reward seems far off. Over time, persistence builds the muscle of resilience, making us stronger in the face of adversity. Finally, persistence builds character. It teaches us the value of hard work, the importance of not giving up, and the power of consistency. It helps us develop discipline, focus, and patience. The process of wearing down resistance through persistence is often more valuable than the achievement itself. The character forged in the pursuit of a goal, despite setbacks and challenges, is often the greatest reward. In conclusion, persistence is a quiet but unstoppable force that wears down resistance over time. It is the ability to keep moving forward in the face of challenges, to remain committed even when results are not immediate, and to trust that consistent effort will eventually lead to success. Persistence turns obstacles into stepping stones and transforms setbacks into opportunities for growth. It is the key to overcoming resistance and achieving long-term success. In conclusion, persistence is the key that unlocks the doors to success. It is the steady force that wears down resistance and transforms obstacles into stepping stones. When we face challenges, it's easy to feel discouraged, but it's persistence that gives us the strength to keep moving forward, even when the road ahead is uncertain. The power of persistence lies not in avoiding difficulties, but in embracing them, learning from each setback, and continuing to press on. Remember, the most successful people are not those who never fail, but those who refuse to give up. It's through the repeated effort, the small steps, and the unwavering belief in the process that we break down the wall standing between us and our dreams. So when resistance feels overwhelming, keep going. Every effort, no matter how small, is a step closer to your goal. The challenges you face are only temporary, but the growth and strength you gain through persistence are permanent. Keep moving forward, stay committed to your journey, and trust that in time, your persistence will wear down any resistance and lead you to the success you seek. Keep going, because the breakthrough is closer than you think.